absolutely imperative, right?
Yeah.
Like it's necessary.
Yep.
All right. Play the sounder.
All right, here we go.
It's next up.
Well, it transitions perfectly. To
Speculation.
Okay, I'm going to throw out the name, and you throw out the proposal of reckless speculation. One Jack Eichel of the Buffalo Sabres.
And before we play, or I give you the trade proposal, in the Minnesota sports media scene, fans are represented by two different yet equally important groups. The homers who play with positivity and don't like to have fun, and the realists who prosecute the offenders and recklessly speculate. These are their ideas. All right. Jack Eichel wants out of Buffalo. Well, he's unhappy in Buffalo. I shouldn't report
that. A lot
that
of speculation around him, though, trying to be traded.
Trying to get out.
Yeah.
Classic Buffalo Sabres. Sign Taylor Hall. Bring in Eric Staal.
Did you know they put Hall, they took him off a line with Eichel and are playing him with Eric Staal now?
Yeah. I'm telling
you.
He
has one, I believe he has one goal. He has one goal. Skinner was scratched, a healthy scratch last night.
Yeah, they are one of the most incompetent organizations
got like an
in the
8-year
world.
contract.
This is why I'm saying, Judd, I don't care if there's new GMs in place. This team will do something stupid to screw this up. So that also is a basis of this, a little bit of this trade.
Let's hear it.
Okay. The floor of this trade, the foundation of this trade, I'm giving you 2 first-round picks. The Wild have 3 first-round picks over the next 2 drafts. I think it's more likely the Wild trade one of those picks than it is they make all 3 of those selections. They have 1 from Pittsburgh, and they have 1 in the first round this year and 1 in the first round next year.
So 2 first-round picks.
2 first-round picks. I'll say the Wild's first-round pick in 2021, and I'll say their 2022 first-round pick as well. So back-to-back first-round picks. That's the foundation of this trade. You get 2 first-round picks, Buffalo. That would give the Buffalo Sabres 4 first-round picks over the next 2 drafts, okay? So good for you. Take your lottery tickets. That's the foundation. I'm also giving up Jordan Greenway.
Yep.
I'm also giving up Matt Dumba because they just lost Jack McCabe to a long-term injury, and they need some defense help. And then this...
And Salina too, yeah.
And then this is where it gets interesting.
Whoa, so you're not done?
I'm not done.
Hold on a second.
I'm not done.
Dramatic pause.
2 first-round picks.
Greenway?
Jordan Greenway.
Okay.
Matt Dumba.
Whoa.
And Kaapo Kähkönen to get Jack Eichel.
So you're giving him the goal.
So I'm giving you a young, controllable goalie who's playing great right now, and you could build around. Goalies can steal you games. Buffalo does not have good goalie problems. Kaapo Kähkönen might be able to step in there and steal some games. I'm giving you Matt Dumba, who has a high cap hit and is an offensive first defenseman, but a nice dynamic player that you can keep around for a few years. I'm giving you also Jordan Greenway, a 24-year-old who is also playing very well right now, maybe finally becoming the player we thought he can be. I'm also giving you 2 first-round picks for you to solidify your rebuild and turn this thing back around. So that's my offer. I get Jack Eichel, and I bring to the table 2 first-round picks, Jordan Greenway, Matt Dumba, Kaapo Kähkönen. Now, I will say...
Wow. Yep.
I will say that the cap math still doesn't add up because Jack Eichel makes $10 million per season, and the Wild have pennies against their cap hit right now.
So how close are we with the 3 players you just traded?
So if you add up, let's see here, Greenway's making 2.1. Dumba on top of that is 6, so that's 8.1. Kaapo's making about 7.25, so that's close to 9. So there's still about $1 million gap that the Wild would have to create in their own cap space to get Jack Eichel.
You throw
this is where you trade Marcus Johansson for the 7th round pick to some other damn team that I don't care about and where he can rot away.
Or he just goes to Buffalo.
I don't care where he goes. Or he goes to Buffalo. I don't think he goes back there. They've tried that experiment.
Bonino.
So whatever.
I mean, you don't care who you trade.
You
clearly don't care.
If the $1 million is the only stumble of making this trade happen, you figure out how to create $1 million. That's not hard. But your thoughts on 2 first-round picks, Jordan Greenway, Matt Dumba, and a young goalie in Kaapo Kähkönen. I'm not saying that this is still enough to get him, but I think it's damn interesting.
Yeah.
I think it's damn interesting.
Here's my guess. They'd probably want Boldy to replace one of those 3. They'd probably want your top or one of your top prospects. Okay. Just this 2 first-rounders, Greenway, Dumba, Kaapo. I don't think I've ever said this before. I'm not doing this, and here's why. As good as Jack Eichel is, I don't trust him. I've heard too many things about his off-the-ice problems. I think that he would, if I liked him, this is still tough, but I probably make this deal. But I've heard so many differing things about this guy and his attitude and his demeanor off the ice and the stuff he does. If he had the clean, I'm not saying on the ice, I'm saying if he had the reputation of Connor McJesus off the ice, I'm very tempted and I might do this, but I don't know that he's the right guy. I don't know to give up this package. It's enormous to give up this package. And I admire you for dreaming up a reckless package that even blows me away. I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can do it with this person and the character that I've heard about him.
All right, but don't you also think that character and those questions are taking place because he is in one of the most putrid organizations and a toxic environment in Buffalo?
I think that doesn't help him, that doesn't help the situation, but I don't know that I can blame it all on that. I don't know. Now, if I talk to teammates and stuff and guys that know him and find out I'm wrong, but I mean, I think you've got as huge as the package is, I think you've got the right type of, like, I could see them saying Boldy instead of Greenway or something.
Sure.
I could see that, but I think you're on the right track as far as what the Jack Eichel package, if they eventually make this deal with like the Rangers or Kings, is going to be.
I mean, if you're Buffalo,
I don't think I can do it.
You'd be getting a young goalie who could be your goalie of the future. You're getting 2 additional first-round picks, which gives you 4 over 2 years.
Yeah. How old is the Buffalo starting goaltender right now?
Here. There are 2 goalies on there are Connor Hutton.
Yeah.
Carter Hutton and Linus Allmark.
And he's the starter.
Yeah. Both of them are not long-term options there.
And Linus
I
Allmark,
saw one trade from, I believe...
I mean, it's an interesting...
HockeyWilderness.com made a similar trade, but they actually offered Talbot. I don't think they don't want a 31. That's not enticing to me.
No, not for them.
That's not enticing. And also the Wild, remember, the Wild have Hunter, is it Hunter Jones? I believe they're...
Yes, the second round pick from
So he's still probably 3 years away from being the guy.
You're right.
But Capo would be the more enticing piece that a team would say, oh, yeah, I'll take the young, exciting
I think they take
goalie.
him. Yep.
So...
I think you're on the right track. Let's see here. I was just going to look up the age of Linus Allmark is 27. Yeah. But I think you're right with the package. I need to know more about Eichel's character and demeanor, separated from what's just gone wrong in Buffalo. And because, I mean, that is the type of guy that if you get, man, it can change your franchise. Boy, that is as reckless as you can possibly get.
It's pretty spicy. I concocted it a couple nights ago after a couple Corona hard seltzers.
So it's $1 million more needs to come off the Wild's cap, and can Buffalo make this work?
Let me pull it back
up. They probably can.
Yeah, because they're clearing 10 and
and they're not that big of paying franchise.
No, I think it's exciting. You got it. I mean, if you want Jack Eichel,
I'm all for. Oh yeah,
that's what it's going to cost.
I agree.
That's what it's going to cost.
Yes. I'm flat out saying I don't feel I can make this deal, but you're right. Like I'm not saying that's too much. It's probably right. It's probably the right package.
Yeah, we should get a GM on.
And they would probably want. They might switch out a guy, but you're right about the bodies probably and the draft picks.
We should get our guy Puck Day. We should get Greg Wyshynski on and run that trade.
Oh, he'd love that.
I think he'd actually, and I know the Devils actually might. There have been rumors that the Devils could be buying on Jack Eichel, and the Devils are Wyshynski's squad. So
that might make them tough.
Yeah. Also, by the way,
I don't know.
my call, proving that I'm usually very, very wrong. Do you remember who I told you would lead the NHL in goals this season in our pregame or preseason show?
No. Who?
Remember who I said it would be?
No.
This guy's not been doing well at all. I said Mika Zibanejad would lead the NHL in goals this year.
He's had a tough year.
He has
he's fallen off the face of the earth. They were supposed to be the surprise team.
Yeah.
Rangers have not been good.
No, 6. That's why I know that they've been one of the main suitors to possibly make the package to get Eichel.
So, speaking of reckless speculation, did you see who got benched in the third period on Friday night?
No, I did not.
Calgary, Edmonton. Okay.
Our guy Bennett.
Sam Bennett benched again. This is going to end.
Yeah.
They tried him on the first and second line. They tried playing him more. Evidently, his agent truly did go to, I believe, Fridge, and basically said he wants out or he should be traded without informing the Flames. The Flames are PO'd. Bennett right now in 18 games, 3 goals, 1 assist, 4 points, -7. He's out there. He's out there.
Much more
If you
affordable.
like him, yeah, and he's not going to be the splash, obviously, or even close to the splash that Eichel would be.
Mhm.
But he's intriguing.
Yeah.
He's intriguing. Like look right now against bad teams. The Wild's got 3 lines going well, and I think Eck on his line is fine. Hartman, I really do like the third line of playing where he is right now. I don't know if that's going to be a long-term solution, but being dead serious about this, Victor Rask ain't going to last.
No, I mean, it's
like
fun,
that's gonna
no, it's not
that's gonna end. So at some point in time, would you welcome or encourage trying to plug in a guy like Bennett to a line that has Kaprizov and Mats on it?
Yeah, I would try it. I would put Bennett on there. I would give it a shot.
Because that's the type. I mean, the Rask thing, I think once you play good teams is going to come to an end.
Yeah, I mean,
I just don't see it.
It's fun.
Being realistic.
And I know we like poking fun at it, but yeah, it's
Paul Funn's a genius, but that's beside the point.
Exactly. But yeah, it's more of an achievable person to get. He's also an RFA. Sam Bennett's an RFA. Now RFAs can be tricky. The Wild have to figure out their own RFA issues with guys like Greenway and Fiala going forward. No, excuse me, not Greenway, but Fiala going forward.
And that trade would cost you what? One of your first round picks?
To get Bennett?
Yeah.
I doubt it. I really don't think.
Second round pick?
Yeah, maybe a ceiling of a second.
A player?
In terms of draft capital. Yeah, and a player to throw in. Marcus Johansson, take him. Anything I can do to get Johansson off this team, I'm going to.
Yeah, I mean, you're right, okay? You were right.
He's
he hasn't
awful.
fit. He hasn't fit.
Good.
He's not good. I don't know what's right. He's just cooked. All right, last thing for you.
Yes, sir.
All right. Just to make us jealous here, because this poor team in our hometown, searching for centers high and low, moving guys around, doing whatever they can, right? Did you see where the Winnipeg Jets had Pierre-Luc Dubois in their last game?
No, I did not.
They played him on their top line with Wheeler on one wing and Mark Scheifele at center. They moved Pierre. They say it's not long-term, but for right now, and I guess he played great coming back from an injury of some sort, they moved Pierre-Luc Dubois to a wing.
The Jets,
As
man.
this poor bleeping town can't find a number 1 center to save its life.
Oh, you're talking about Victor Rask?
Yeah, we're talking about Victor Rask. Pierre-Luc Dubois comes back from injury and plays wing. I just thought I'd finish on that note.
Oh, my God.
I just thought, because they were going to move Stastny to wing, and then they didn't move him to wing. They kept him at center, and they decided that probably, rightfully so, Pierre-Luc Dubois should be plugged in on the top line. And they're like, well, Scheifele's our center there. We'll just have him play wing. Final thoughts.
Final thoughts are, to go get Jack Eichel and mortgage half your team to go do this. No, I'm just kidding. I'm glad the Wild are back.
Wednesday. I'm very excited to see Colorado.
That'll be good. I'm excited to see Vegas here in a couple weeks, I believe. They're coming to town in a couple weeks, so that'll be good. But yeah, I'm glad hockey's back. Beat up on the bad teams. That's good stuff. And then, get reckless, Bill Guerin.
And there is
phone.
And there is nothing quite like line combination talk.
I do love.
Okay, take it.
Fast shoot score.